they don't know what number is being called. And so you might even hear them say, hey, like I could you say that again? Like just in case my number's picked, like I want to know how to say it. I'm Hokulea, and my golden nugget that I want to share with you all is a cooperative strategy called Numbered Heads Together. It is one of a Kagan's cooperative strategies, and you can actually find more of this article. So if there's things that you think I missed or you wanted to learn more about it, you can just pretty much search this online. But anyway, this one's a keeper for me because I literally have been using this since I started teaching years ago. And not only because it's quick to implement, but it also just really helps our multilingual learners build both oral skills and written language. It's really collaborative, it's so supportive, and it kind of holds students gently accountable. And I'll tell you a little bit why once I explain it to you. So how this works is students are placed in small groups and each person is assigned a number. So they'll go ahead and delegate themselves. I'm number one, I'm number two, number three, number four. And then the teacher asks a question or poses a question. And the way that I do this is students are not allowed to talk together until I say heads together. So students actually have individual think time to think about what they think it's the answer, and then I'll say heads together, and then that's when they can start talking. So it's kind of nice to see the little silence before they actually get into talking about it. And then when you think that they've had enough time to share, or you can also dictate how much time is, whether it's 30 seconds, 45 seconds, then you can call on a number. And usually, to make it really random, I would use a digital spinner so that kids don't will really feel like it's really random at best. And so this really encourages all students to listen actively because they actually don't know which number is called. So this is the digital spinner that I use. It's just wheel of names, really. But notice that I put numbers one, two, three, and four times just so that it's really kind of spread across that circle. Yeah. And then really what I also really like about this numbered heads together is you can have such a variety or variation of how you do this. So I'm used to teaching like kindergarten to grade five, but more so this year it's just really 3 to 5. But even so, with that, there's a you know variety of skills that they can show. And so this is something that I've done with third grade when we were looking at main ideas and explaining why that they chose that main idea. So like by this point, you can see that there are two icons on the top. So it's like a speaking one or a whiteboard one. And students at this point already knew what those meant. So we've actually had time to model and guide what this numbered heads together looks like. So if it was a speaking icon, they knew that the number that was called was like the first person to sit up when that number is called would be the one to speak the answer. So to talk about the answer. Whereas if they see a whiteboard on the top corner, then they know that whatever number is called, then all of the numbers, let's say all number threes, would then write on their whiteboard. So it really gives a chance whether you want to maybe only have one person talking or all groups present for you as well. Um, and again, it helps build oral and written language because you can see that you can actually use this to guide and model the academic language you want to hear from students. So for example, in this one, students could not just say, oh, the answer is A or the answer is B. They had to say the main idea of this paragraph is a letter choice because then they justify their thinking. So in that sense, students are already starting to get prepared for the written language. So there is like a scaffold and it's built into the numbered heads together. And then, yeah, this is just like a quick snapshot I was able to get from my friend who is a third grade teacher. And you could just see all of them. I was calling out a number and they were really listening. They're really attentive. And it's so joyous to see those kids. This game can be as little as 5 minutes. It can be as long as 10 minutes. It's really up to you. Like I said, there's just so many ways to do so. Um, and then really the last thing I wanted to really emphasize is I highly encourage you to try it. because a really big part of this one is the active listening. A lot of the times I see EALs or multilingual students, they just want to say what they want to say, but they're not listening to their peers. And so there is that active listening because again, they don't know what number is being called. And so you might even hear them say, hey, like I could you say that again? Like just in case my number's picked, like I want to know how to say it. There's already those built-in scaffolds. So again, they have those little things like from the spoken academic guide to the written academic guide. So then again, there's modeling by peers on how to say things. So again, you are not just a teacher, everyone is a teacher. And also, again, I kind of like to call it a positive peer pressure. I know we always have like that connotation, but it really is accountability that each student has to know what's going on. And it really is fun. I suggest you try it. Again, I'm going to try this when I go into secondary. So, for those that don't know, I'm moving in from elementary to secondary next year, language acquisition. And this is really going to be one of the things I try right ahead.